שלום עליכם, השם ישמור אתכם, בריאות, נחת. This lesson will be for the soldiers that are fighting for us all over the place, for the wounded. They all have their health and succeed in whatever they do. Today, we're going to take an exit and do something that's usually not done. We're going to ask the question, the Torah, the Jewish Bible, can I prove that the Jewish Bible was given by Hashem? Or is it people that just wrote, wise people that wrote all kinds of things? And it's, I'm going to today, Bezrat Hashem, with the Torah's help, Hashem's help, kamuvan, prove that the Torah was given by Hashem, and it's a manual of how a Jew should live. Not only a Jew, how everybody should live in this world. It's a manual that directs our lives, and we're going to prove that, Bezrat Hashem in Torah. Okay. The first example that I'm going to give is called Germany. Let's see if I can prove in this example that Hashem gave the Torah. Okay. Let's look at British Columbia Encyclopedia, and you can also check everything that I'm saying. You can check on the internet, all the facts, and please check all the facts, see that everything is okay, because it's not beliefs that we're showing here. We're showing here facts, proofs. Okay. It says in the encyclopedia that Germany was, in 1648, Germany was not really called Germany at that time. 300 small princesses came together to form a country. In 1701, this country was called Prussia. In 1815, this country, Prussia, the name was changed to German Confederation. 1871, it was called Germany. I'm showing you now a proof. This is coming from Masechet Megillah. Everybody can see that also in Talmud, Megillah, Amud Vav, that was written 2,000 years ago. I'm going to read you, and then I'm going to show you whatever I'm reading. It says in Talmud, which was written 2,000 years ago, it says like this: Amar Yaakov lifnei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Yaakov Avinu, our forefather that lived 4,000 years ago, is praying in front of Hashem. He's praying to Hashem and saying, Ribono shel Olam, Almighty, Al titen le'esav harasha, don't let the wicked Esau, ta'avat libo, don't let his desire, his bad desire, become reality. Zmamo, his bad plan, al tafek, don't let it out. Zu, what am I talking about? Yaakov says, Zu Germania shel Edom. This is Germany of Edom. She'il malehem yotzim, that if these people come out, machrivim kol ha'olam kulo. What is their desire? They want to destroy the whole world. V'amar Rabbi Chana bar Chanina, another sage, Tlat mea kitirei taga ika bermania. There is 300 princesses that formed this country that's called Germany. I want to ask you a question. Who can tell me 4,000 years before this country was formed, its name? Who can tell me 4,000 years before this country was formed what they want to do, that they want to destroy the world? Who can tell me the exact name of that country? And who can tell me that it will be formed another 4,000 years by 300 princesses? If you can give me an answer other than it's only the Creator can say something like that through a prophecy to Yaakov Avinu, then I would love to hear it, but I've never heard anything else that's saying that only Hashem knows what will be 4,000 years ago. And the prophecy, of course, comes from Hashem to Yaakov. And Yaakov is praying that this country will not come out, but it came out. Anyways, whatever I'm saying now, it's in a movie that's called Secrets of the Universe that I have on YouTube. If you see David Basha, you're right there. You'll see Secrets of the Universe. I'm sure there it's very elaborate. Here I'm just going fast on all these facts that show that this is coming from Hashem. Let's go on. I'm showing you Zohar, the book Vayikra. You can take out the Zohar and check all that I'm saying. The Zohar says like that. The Zohar was written also 2,000 years ago by Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. It says like this: כל יישובה, our planet, מתגלגלה בעיגולה ככדור. Our planet rotates like a ball. אילן לטאטה ואילן לאלה. There's people that are on the north side of the ball and on the south side of they're up and down. It atar b'yeshuva, there's a place in our planet. Kad nahir le'ilen, when it's daytime, daylight for these people. Chashich le'ilen, it's nighttime for the other side, for the people that are on the other side of the ball. Le'ilen yemama, these people will have daylight, and le'ilen leila, the other one will have night time. Another surprise, v'it atar dekula yemama, and there's a place on the planet that it's 24 hours daylight. But is it really 24 hours daylight? No, it says here that there's a small hour where it's a little bit dark. Let's check what's going on here. According to science, Galileo Galilei was around 380 years ago. He said that the planet is round and it rotates. No, I didn't say it rotates, sorry. He says that that was in 1633, and at that time the church said that he's crazy, and he was put in prison, and he died in the prison. Check the facts. Who can tell me, first of all, 2,000 years ago, which is almost 1700 years before Galileo Galilei, that the world is round? First of all, if a person wants to see that, and also the other thing is that it rotates like a ball. And also it says that on one part it's nighttime, on the other side it's daylight. How can a person say that on his own? So let's try to see how a person can do that. There's two ways to do it. Either there was a satellite that goes up and sees the planet, and then it sees that on one side it's dark, on the other side it's light. Well, when there was the first plane came into being, that was like in the 1900s. So that we can cancel. Or there might be two people, that one is on one side of the planet and the other one is on the other side of the planet, and they have a phone and they're connecting. You know, it's nighttime here, no, it's daylight here. And the phone, all this came not too long ago. Also, it says here that there is a place in the planet that is 24 hours daylight. Where is that? That's in the North Pole, in the summer. North Pole in the summer. When was first man descend on the North Pole even? Let me see where it is. It's around the early 1900s. This information that I'm giving you from the Zohar is 2,000 years ago. Who can say something like that? And by the way, it says here another thing, that the world rotates as a ball. It's not exactly a ball. Look how accurate everything is. Is the planet a ball? No, it's not. It's a little bit ecliptic. So if I had here, say, one information that was wrong, what would I say? Can this information come from the Creator? It's 90% right. There's one thing wrong. If one thing is wrong, the Creator knows what He created. So you see from here, everything exactly accurate to every word that's here is exactly accurate. Who can give information like that 2,000 years ago, before science, before Galileo, before everybody? Only Hashem, of course. Let's give another example. This is like a astronomic example. There's many, many examples. I'm just giving a few of them.
Can I ask one question? Is that allowed?
Yes, you can ask.
Is it, does the Zohar say that it's round?
Right.
But does it also say that it's a ball? Was it round?
Like a ball. It rotates, and it's like a ball.
Yeah.
Kekadur. There's a half.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly round, and it's not, and the planet is not exactly round. It's ecliptic. So that's exactly, it's kekadur.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. Let's go on. Scientific examples. Sorry?
So this is within the Zohar?
Yes, this is the Zohar, Parashat Vayikra. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you.
Right.
Parashat Vayikra in the Zohar.
Well, I just beginning.
I'll tell you exactly. Parashat Vayikra. I think Vav. Amud Vav, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think it's Amud Vav, Vayikra. Another example. How long does it take for the moon to go around Earth? People will tell me a month, right? Okay, let's see what it says in the Talmud. This is Talmud. I'll show you just the way that the moon goes around Earth. At the beginning of the month, the moon is completely dark. As the days go by, it starts lighting up. In the middle of the month, it's completely lit. And then it starts losing its light until it goes back to the first of the month. This is the way the moon goes around Earth. I'm showing you excerpt from the Talmud. Masechet Rosh Hashanah, Daf Chaf Hei. Talmud, Rosh Hashanah, the page is Chaf Hei. Amar lahem Rabban Gamliel. Rabban Gamliel told all his students, תלמידי חכמים, כך מקובלני מבית אבי אבא. This is what I got from my father, my great-grandfather. And he got it from his great-grandfather and goes all the way to Mount Sinai. This is the information that was given from Mount Sinai from father to son. אין חידושה של לבנה. How long does it take for the moon to go around the earth? It takes 29 days and a half and 2/3 of the hour and 73 parts of the hour, which is like minutes, a second, sorry. Okay, let's see if science said the same thing. This I'm talking about 2,000 years ago, this information from the Talmud. Rambam says that our hour, the Jewish hour, is divided into 1,080 parts. It's not like 60 seconds or 60 minutes that we have. The hour in the Jewish time is 1,080 parts. Okay, now. So if you take all the figure that I just gave, this will be the figure. It will be 29 days, 0.53059 to the 1/10,000th of a second. That's the time it takes for the moon to go around Earth. Let's see what our scientists say about that. Carl Sagan, he was one of the chief scientists in NASA, says the time it takes that was like 30 years ago, the time it takes exactly for the moon to go around the Earth is 29 days, 0.53059, which is, to the round figure, it's exactly the figure that was given by Rabban Gamliel 2,000 years ago. There's another scientist who also did a lot of, just by the way, for them to give this figure, they sent satellites, and they sent also all kinds of cameras and whatever it is. Millions and billions of dollars were spent by our scientists to discover this time that it takes for the moon. But if they only looked at the Rosh Hashanah here in the Talmud, they would have said billions of dollars. It's written right there. But they don't look. So here we're showing it again. Okay? So I showed 3 examples that nobody can say, no human being can give a figure, of course, of how long it takes for the moon to go around the sun. To do that, you need all the scientific equipment that they have today, and of course they didn't have that. And you could see that everything exactly correct, exactly to the last decimal, what the scientists are saying, what the Torah is saying, and the scientists are finding it out. Okay. I'll show you one example that's what's written in what's going on today. By the way, I will maybe, Be'ezrat Hashem, maybe I'll give another lecture of what's going to happen in the future according to the Torah. Be'ezrat Hashem.
That would be interesting.
I'll show you one example now. What time is it? Sorry.
We have 8 minutes.
Okay, 8 minutes. Look at this amazing thing, amazing proof. Of course, the Torah doesn't need any proof. We know that the Torah is given from Hashem. But Rambam says, V'yadata ki Hashem hu Elokim. V'yadata, besides the emunah, belief, is something that's above the common sense. But you see here, common sense. Nobody can give this information except Hashem. This is Yalkut Shimoni, written 2,000 years ago. When I read this, you'll realize that you don't have to even read the news today. Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, a big sage. Shana, shemelech HaMashiach nigla, the year that the Mashiach reveals himself, nigla bo, kol malchei umot ha'olam mitgarim ze baze. All nations are they are starting up with each other, warring with each other. But it's not really a war, they're just starting up almost to start a war. Melech Paras, the leader of Persia, which is Iran, see what it says here. Mitgare, he's starting up, B'melech Aravi, B'melech Arav. He's starting up with the Arab, the leader of the Arab country. And of course that will be Saudi Arabia, because they're the main Arab country is Saudi Arabia. Ve'olech melech Aravi, and this Saudi Arabia, le'edom, goes to Edom. Who is the leader of Edom? America. Litol etzah mehem, to take an advice from them. What to do with this Persian guy. V'chozer melech Paras, and the Persian leader, goes back, and Hashem Yishmor, I just don't want you to be frightened, but I'm just telling you beforehand, before I read what it says here, that bad prophecies can always be annulled, by tshuva. But that's what it says here. Machriv kol ha'olam kulo. The Persian leader destroys the world. V'kol ha'omot ha'olam mitrashim u'mitba'alim, and all nations are frightened. V'noflim al penehem, they're so frightened, they're falling on their faces. V'yochaz otam tzirim ketzirei yolada, and they're going to be so scared, and just like a woman that's giving birth, before the birth, it's so much pressure, and it's exactly what's going to happen, like a birth of a baby. V'Israel, and Israel, mitrashim u'mitba'alim, they are frightened, and they're scared, and they're saying, Lechan navo v'nelech, where are we going to go? It's exactly what's happening today. People from the north are going to the south, people from the south are going to the north. And who is the main cause of all this? Is the Persian king, Persian leader. But the good news is coming. ואומר להם, בניי, הקדוש ברוך הוא, the Almighty says, my sons, אל תתראו, don't be scared. כל מה שעשיתי, everything that I did, לא עשיתי אלא בשבילכם. I only did it for you. מפני מה אתם מתייראים? Why are you scared? Don't be scared. אל תראו, הגיע זמן גאולתכם. The Mashiach is coming. And this גאולה, that's בעזרת השם, coming soon. לא כגאולה ראשונה. It's not like what happened in Egypt, where you went to exile, then you came out again and it wasn't finished. גאולה אחרונה, this one, there you had a lot of torture and you have to be slaves, and this one, this גאולה, אין לכם צער, there's no more sorrow anymore, לא שעבוד מלכויות, and this is going to be what we're all expecting and waiting for. So we have to know from this, from what it says over here, that we are on the way to Mashiach, Bezrat Hashem. We should all see him soon, and Bezrat Hashem, all good things will come true, Bezrat Hashem.
Amen. Would you like to hear a lesson on the future? Can we plan that in? Yes? Okay. Chazak Baruch.
What was the title of that book?